I think it'd be hard for the Blue Mountain to be replicated again, to be honest. The Blue Mountain was amazing. You could do anything, you know, and it was just a perfect little venue, really. And unfortunately, I think you find more and more venues will, unfortunately, give the same way. I think it's going to be sadly lost. I definitely can be replaced.
Blue Mountain was like a thing of its own. It makes you feel like the big DJ when you haven't been heard yet. Like all of a sudden you go from playing either free parties, raves in the middle of nowhere, and then all of a sudden you go from this and you get Blue Mountain.
Just the atmosphere, the fucking smell of the spilt drinks, the griminess of that main room in a weird way. Like when you step in and it's your first time and you're just kind of like, whoa.
Even when you're in the queue, you can literally hear just obviously the bass like thumping, and like you see all the memes on Facebook about like when you hear like the bass and you're outside the venue and that sort of thing.
It's not just a club, you know? It's a community. I know that sounds weird, I get it. I swear, it was the most fun I've ever had still to this day, DJing. This is so sick.
Flagship. It was a flagship club.
If everything went my way, the sun would never go down.
Such good memories. Sound system always A1. A lot of people started in Blue Mountain and gone on to do bigger things. It's a big platform for people coming through to break through and start.
The place is just absolutely rammed, like front to back.
It's one of the most pinnacle spots in the Bristol nightlife culture. The thing is with Blue Mountain though, it's gonna always live on in everyone's hearts.
I can't even explain it. The students there were a completely different level. When you came through Blue Mountain, like, you could properly hear it. It was just chaos.
You have one on.
I would say that it was a kind of hub of community in the middle of Stokes Croft. There was loads of people that you would know, loads of people that would come again, and it was definitely a bit like a family. I think it's mainly about the community that they built there, and that will probably always live on.
You know, Blue Mountain kind of offered a lot of younger people who, you know, didn't necessarily have a big following a chance to kind of get their music out there and get playing.
All of my friends that have DJ'd in the scene, their first good set was probably in Blue Mountain.
It just gave such a hub to Stokes Croft in general. So like as a music scene as Bristol, as a whole, like, you know, you were never lost for anywhere to go.
You want it, you need to get louder, bro. I love you for it.
It always felt like a family affair down there. So it was definitely down to Mike, the way that Mike was with people. He was so good at bringing people through.
When I started doing nights in '91, I found it hard to approach venues. You know, a lot of venues weren't interested until you had a reputation, but the Blue Mountain was open to anyone.
3 different ages of people in there. Can't get any better than that.
I basically was able to learn the industry from the people that were working there.
Bringing people in and getting them to that next stage.
I met this guy, he was called James. I met him in a random festival in Croatia. It was at that festival actually that I told him my plan. I said that, you know, mate, if I do sell a big venue, you know, with my brand, and if I do achieve what I want to achieve, then I want you to go back to back with me at this event. And then suddenly we're setting up Blue Mountain. And I was like, hey mate, been a while. Let's go back to back together. Let's make this 4 a.m. chat a reality. It must have been about 8 months ago now. He committed suicide. When I look back at my experiences at Blue Mountain, like, you know, James, that was our moment. That'll always be one of my favourite nights and the moment that we shared together.
I loved it so much that when it was closing down, I got a tattoo to commemorate its closing.
They'd already said they'd closed, they'd had their last night, and then all of a sudden it's like, oh, we're back open again.
Sports direct sales, always closing down.
A week before we met a shut, they turned around to us and said, we're not ready. So it made us look a bit like idiots because we did all the closing parties and everyone just said it was a con. It wasn't a con.
100% going to be missed, and it's a void.
It's my favourite club.
Blue Mountain's going to be very memorable. That's all I can say.
Made me really feel like I was starting to become a DJ.
The energy in the room was just hype. It was just like, it was so infectious, man. It was madness in there. It was, it was great fun.
So you can really see the influence that Blue Mountain's had on the whole Bristol scene when you see the gaping void it leaves now it's gone.